Alright guys, it's Roastum here and welcome back to my map, the Argent Maze. So from the first video, if you've watched that, it was a work in progress. It was kind of halfway done, but now guys, it is nearly there. It's beatable now, and all the main elements of the map are now ready and have been done. All 4 zones are there, and you guys can see already that there's the futuristic zone, there's the medieval zone. Both of those I showed you last time, but now over here we've got the industrial zone, giving you a wee teaser as well of how the map, of how it's going to play, and that joins on to the Aztec zone before we take this teleporter, and I wonder where we end up. We do end up back in the Argent Maze, where we do go twice in this map. But guys, today what I'm going to do is show you a secretless run of the map. I'm hoping to beat it saveless. I'm a little pressed for time right now, so if I do die, I'll have some quick saves at the ready anyway. But yeah guys, I want to do this to see if you guys have any final feedback, maybe to tweak the map a little bit. I'd say the map is 95% done, but it might need a little bit of balancing perhaps still. I've been working on that the last day, and maybe there's the odd texture issue as well, maybe some minor things. Hopefully no major things as I play this. But guys, yeah, let's get going, and I will see you in Jay-Z Doom, and we're going to boot the map up there. See you guys in a minute. Okay, here we are, and yeah, I've made some tweaks and hopefully some improvements to the detailing of the map. So now this starting room has some kind of lighting effects, like the flickering. It's got a central light as well, you know, like a ceiling light. Not much has changed. I've added some pillars as well, just, I don't know, to make things look better. This looks quite a bit different. I've added 4 cylindrical pillars to the map, and they're going to come into play a bit later. We've got a red key door, or red key bars to open, and they're individual as well. I'll talk a bit about that more. I'll talk about that a bit more later too. But yeah, let's take the teleporter. This hasn't changed too much. Oh, there's one monster that I'd maybe like to turn around though. Not too many changes here. Some lighting effects, as you can see. The lighting is a little bit amateur, like it's my first time trying it. Got a couple of little ditches too, little, I don't know what to call them, little like lower floors for a bit of detail as well. Now, as I said, this is going to be secretless, so some of you guys who've watched the first in progress video of this will know where the secret is, but I added a wee scrolling texture to this now. I made the kind of wiring texture scroll just to make it, just for a bit of fanciness. Get some health. I've added some armor bonuses here. Oh god, all the monsters have convened here again. I've decided not to change this area, like, fundamentally at all. Like, this was one of my first ever rooms, and I do want to kind of show, this may sound as a bit of an excuse, but I do want to show kind of a little bit of my progression as my early progression as a would-be mapper. So these are still set to ambush. Head up here, a bit more lighting on display from the techno lamps. Oh, that shotgunner just took out his buddy. So, get a bit more health. And these are still set to ambush me. Head back down, and I did press the switch right. Yeah, this hasn't changed too much either. We head back across. The surprise chain gunner is still there as well. Press on that. More armor bonuses, just to give you a bit of armor early on. I've added a wee like skull floor. Kind of like the underground, maybe this is a bit of an oubliette, or a, I don't know what you call it, like the underground mausoleum with lots of skulls. Bit of an oubliette, so maybe a little bit of detailing there with the skulls. So here there's been quite a few changes. No more demons up here. I've added imps instead of demons as well as shotgun guys, and this is a tough fight depending on how you play it. I'm playing it centrally. I'm going to get the berserk right now. I think I hadn't added a berserk there last time. I have now. This is a wee bit of an off texture, so I will fix that. So there's another way to play this is if you head down here early, it does make the fight a lot tougher, because now down here, oh Lord, unpegged alert, there are like 5 spectres who will distract you and deny area, and there's a bunch of imps on the other side. I've added more, I think, since the last time. Maybe I have. Maybe that didn't change, I can't remember. This lift functions properly now. Show that off. Yeah, so what I did, I think it was Le Monde suggested why not have some stairs going down here, so that like the demons from up there can come down and get you. But what I decided to do was just change the monsters around, so that the baddies up there can use their hit scans and their ranged projectile attacks to give you a threat, as well as the shotgunners, and have all the melee enemies down here to deny space. That's what I decided to do. Alright, so as usual, the progression hasn't really changed much here. So far so good without getting any of the secrets. Yeah, it's important that I do this because I want to make sure, and I've tried a couple of runs myself with mixed success. There are the surprise cackles. I want to make sure that you can beat this map semi-reliably without getting any of the secrets, because you shouldn't have to. Secrets shouldn't be mandatory for beating the map. There we go, taking them out. Oh, what the hell happened to that imp? Yeah, I've had a few issues with this wall here. I need to still sort that out. Like, there's something glitchy about this wall. It is. I know it's coming to the end of June, and by the time there's our Lost Soul and Hell Knight trap, that's now impassable, that wall. Yeah, I hope to try and get this fixed by the time I get the map uploaded to the Ramp 2024 project. I mentioned that in the last video. This is intended for Ramp 2024. David X. Newton's massive community project, mainly intended for new mappers, but experienced heads are also welcome. I'm very excited with the new ramp. I really like the hub zone this time. It's like a railway network, and you take like the train to different zones. Really coming along nicely. There's already like nearly 200 maps uploaded already to the project. Okay, so this is as far as I got last time, so let me show you now how the map continues. We get the red key here and teleport back to the Argent Maze, as we can see on the map. We've got a soul sphere and some rockets. Now, I haven't picked up any secrets, so you do get a secret launcher with one of the secrets, which you will have seen in the last map, but we're doing this without any secrets, so just the SSG and the chain gun for us. I shoot this to open it, just for a bit of variety. Here's our first like intermission boss fight. Hell Knight's here. Let's do a quick save just in case. Well, crashed the game there. Revenant's here. This is a tough fight. I kind of went back and forth on do I give the player a soul sphere or not, and I decided to err on the side of caution because I was only able to beat this fight without the soul sphere like half the time. Proved to be pretty tough. I'm looking for a 3 difficulty map if you are familiar with the ramp difficulty system. 3 is like medium. Doing okay here. I think the soul sphere, like if you're decent at this game, is a little excessive. I haven't even got hit yet, but I have played this like 10 times as a map tester. You gotta be, if you're making a map, you gotta be testing your map out like at least a dozen times. No, mileage may vary just to make sure the difficulty is balanced, to make sure there's no, game break, like map breaking bugs. I've got a Berserk too, so I'm going to be starting to use it. I'd say like I do offer advantages to players who are good at using Berserk. You can really save quite a lot of ammo that way, and I do have some health if I make any silly mistakes as well to pick up. I'm not very good at Berserk to date, but there we go. A few clips to pick up a bit of ammo here, so you're well catered for. But look at that, I've only got 4 shells left. Now, I do have the option to go back and pick up more ammo if I'd like, but what I'm going to do is assume that I'm a player who just wants to run through the map and just wants to progress without backtracking so much. So we'll do just that. Did I pick up that box of shells? I think I must have. Yeah, let's keep going then. We've opened the red key door, and this will take us to the industrial zone. We get a rocket launcher for our regular progression. So if you don't get any secrets, you still get a rocket launcher here, get some rockets to use them, more shells which we badly need. Right, and we've got a few Hell Knights who are going to greet us. Let's say that I want to ignore them and fast tail it. We do have a few chain gunners to ambush us on the side. I've made sure that they have less of a room, around them so that they can focus on shooting at me, because before what I was noticing was they were like walking about too much. So that was my latest change. If you do happen to fall down here, it is not the end of the map. You do get a lift that takes you back up. Right, you know what? I was intending that Hell Knight to actually ambush me, so I might change it back to that. We'll see. Aha! Oh no, more chain gunners, so you have to keep your wits about you in the industrial zone, not to be confused with map 15. Now, this is where the third secret of the map is, and I'm not going to tell you where it is, hint hint, but there is another monster I want to kill here. Some of you who are savvy to secrets have probably already picked up on what it could be. If you do find the third secret, it gives you an alternate route to this fight here. This is going to be a nukage zone with a few, what do you call them? Mancubus sentries to give you issues. What I need to do... Ow, I just took one right in the face. It's not about how many times you save, it's about how many times you load. So, I get the rad suit, you have to make sure you know where it is and spot that little corridor. But I'm having a bit of issues right now. Kill that one. Oh, starting getting nervy. So this really could catch you out if you don't find any of the secrets. Still quite challenging if you do even find the secret passage that also leads you here. Alright, but we take the lift up, and we are already nearly at the final zone of the map, the Aztec zone. And I remember now that like stock vanilla Doom textures have plenty of nice Egyptian-y, Aztec-y textures to make this zone possible. I didn't have to go into TNT for my, to steal some Pharaoh textures. So a couple of unpegged textures, a couple of side textures that I haven't set to lower and pegged, which I will remember to do. Yeah, this Revenant is still not ambushing me properly. Oh, I just missed. I want to make it that the Revenant, that you just kind of walk past and the Revenant wakes up immediately. So I need to fix that a little bit to make that more of a gotcha fight, gotcha moment. But yeah, now the Revenants come out. So the theme of this area is like we've got an Aztec maze, like an Egyptian Aztec-y maze. Oh god, that one was right in the nugget. I'm having issues in this zone. My ammo's not looking too good either. I've tried to rectify that, but I think I might need a bit more balancing. So you might be tempted by these shells, but there's a bit of foreshadowing. If you hang about too long, there is a crusher to make your life a misery, but I'm not that sadistic. I have made it a fast crusher. There's nothing I hate more in Doom than slow crushers. I feel they're cheap. I feel they just, I feel they just end your run immediately, and I don't think it's very fair. We're looking desperate for ammo, unfortunately, and I might have to berserk this. This pain elemental, and tell you what, I'm going to berserk. It's not over yet. There's like 3 revenants coming up. I just want to check if I missed anything. That revenant closet. Was there any shells? Yeah, there was. There wasn't. Well, I have a few bullets left, but I might be addressing that. Maybe a bit more balancing needs to be done. Maybe a box of shells would not go amiss. So here you can see if you're awake enough, you'll notice there is probably another crusher coming up, but there's also a revenant trap. So what you could do is let them come to you and get crushed for a bit of fun. If that doesn't do the job, for me I'm going to have to rely on my berserks. It is not working out very well. Ah, okay, well that spoiled one of the secrets. Okay, that revenant's died. Now that was supposed to... Oh, that spoiled my last secret. That's a shame. I'll show you how that was supposed to be activated. You're supposed to... I think I'm going to make that pressable. And I'm about to die. You know what? Alright guys, pardon the awkward cut there, but something happened which was unexpected. My last secret got completely spoiled, and I'd rather that didn't happen. So you'll notice I have a bit more ammo than before. I just quickly god moded it back to this point from my previous save. I died as well, but it wasn't the death which I was mad about. It was the fact that I don't want to show any of the secrets in this map. The last two I want to leave as a relative surprise. So as I said earlier, you'll notice there, if you were aware of it, paying attention up until now, you'll notice this is another crusher. And we do have another little revenant ambush here. What you can do is lead the revenants to here to save a bit of ammo. I'm aware now that ammo is still a bit of an issue coming into this last fight. Look how I've got 6 shells left and a 4 rockets, which is decent, but I had even less ammo than this last time. Now if you wander too far, then you'll awaken some barons too, which I'm actually going to... I'll use my remaining rockets and then my remaining shells, because we have something coming up in a minute. Now, all I'm going to say is that at this point, it is possible to have found all the secrets, and the last one is a secret BFG. But again, it's up to you to find that one. You might have seen a little telltale sign of that already. But we're now leading up. To the final fight of the map, and we're going back. You guessed it, to the Argent Maze. We get some mega armor and a plasma gun, and we've already found some cells for that to tackle the last fight. So the Argent Maze is lowering. We've got all keys now. There's the exit, but we've got to take out these archwells first. This is... I initially had 3, but oh dear, I found it a little bit too tricky. I want to make it a bit more accessible than that. I had 3, but I decided to rein it in a bit and have 2 at the end. These archwells haven't really rezzed anything too bad. Just rezzed a Hell Knight. There we go, and that is it. And that is the map, guys. Now you'll notice that I haven't 100% kills the map. You have to find at least the final secret to kill the last monster that is connected to the last secret, guys. So there we go. I'm relatively happy with it. I'll show you one more thing. There's tons of yellow key bars. This was by design, that are blocking the exit, and my idea was I want to make it a little tougher for you to just skip the last fight. It's probably still possible, but I'm doing it like this anyway. And there we go, guys. That is my map, the Argent Maze, and as you see, I've finished that without all the BS of having to cut back and stuff you've not seen. I finished that in around 14-15 minutes, so that was what I was hoping for. If you're on form, or you maybe you kind of know what you're doing, you should be able to beat that in about 10 minutes. So there we go, guys. That's the Argent Maze. I'm pretty happy with how the map plays and the main progression of it and everything. But once again, guys, no map is truly like 100% complete. So if you have any further feedback or ideas, you're welcome to leave them, and I'd love to hear them in case there's something maybe even cooler that I haven't added. But yeah, guys, there we go. That should be how the map mainly looks when I submit this to the ramp project, though. I'll make a couple of minor adjustments and tweaks that things like lower unpegged issues and a little bit more balancing, so you have more shotgun shells going into that at the end of the Aztec zone as well. There, guys. I look forward to uploading this, and I look forward to seeing, I don't know, hopefully again, to seeing this map played maybe on YouTube by someone who isn't myself would be amazing. Really look forward to seeing David N play this too. As long as I upload it, I'm hoping that it's one of his playthrough videos. So great, I'm done rambling. I need to go back to work. See you guys next time.